everybody. Namaste. This class is going to focus on bandhas and back bends and twists. So let's begin seated. Come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Let's wrap the shoulders down and back. And let's begin by centering our energy right in the middle of the back, right in the spine. Find your balance between the two sides of the body, left and right, and front and back. Good. And then from here, go ahead and just bring attention to the sensations of the body. Check into your body this morning or this evening, wherever you may be watching. Go ahead and lightly scan your attention from your toes to your ankles to your knees all the way up to the hips, and then moving up from the hips to the navel, and then the navel to the chest, and the chest to the tops of the collarbones, and then all along both sides of the arms into the hands and fingers and wrists and elbows. And now bring attention to your face and just relax your jaw and your tongue. Let the skin of the face be open and spreading away from the bridge of the nose. And then from here, let's bring attention now to the breath. So gently inhale and expand the belly. And then exhale, soften the belly into the spine. And then inhale gently into your chest. And then soften the chest back in towards the center of your body and into your spinal center. And then inhale into your throat. And then softly exhale from your throat. And then from here, relax your shoulders down your back. And lift your chest lightly. And from here, let's bring our palms together in Anjali Mudra, the center of the chest. And let's chant 3 Oms to open our practice. And then I'll chant the teacher-student mantra as well, and the mantra to Patanjali. All right, so join me in 3 Oms. Inhale. Om. Softly inhale again. Om. And then one more. Inhale. Om. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopa karuttam pavaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi abahu purushakaram shankachakra siddharinam sahasrasirasam shvetam pranamami patanjalim. Sahana vavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om shanti shanti shanti. Let's inhale nice and long. Exhale, smooth and long, and then bow your forehead in. Take a moment, and then gently open your eyes and release the hand down. All right, let's go ahead and everybody come to standing now. Stand up tall. Good, so we'll stand in Samastitihi. So just come up and bring your feet together. And we're going to wrap the shoulders down a little bit. Lengthen your lower back and concentrate straight out in front of you. Good. So let's warm up with that asana sequence a little bit. So inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Interlock your fingers. Bring the palms to the ceiling. And then exhale, release the arms down. Coming into the ujjayi. And then from the front, inhale, reach the arms up. Stretch. And then exhale, release the arms down to the front of the body. Good. And then inhale from the sides. Reach up. And then exhale, bring your hands behind your head. Turning the palms to the ceiling. Stretching the chest and the armpits. And then inhale, reach back and up. And then exhale, releasing the arms all the way down. And then again, ujjayi at the beginning. Inhale, reach up. Switch your interlock if you feel comfortable doing that. And then exhale, let's touch the same shoulder blades. Squeeze the elbows together. And then inhale, interlace again. And then exhale, take your right hand to the left shoulder blade, left hand to the right. And then inhale, reach up. And then exhale, take your left hand to your right shoulder blade, right hand to the left shoulder blade. Let's stay here and breathe 3 rounds of ujjayi. So inhale, creating the hissing sound at the throat. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. And then one more. Inhale. And exhale. All right, let's interlace the fingers. Reach up again. And then gently exhale. Release the arms all the way down. Good, let's do some shoulder rotation. So inhale, reach up now. Again from the sides. Separate your palms. We're going to arch back. And then exhale, sweep your arms all the way forward. Yeah, good. Inhale, reach to the sides and up. Interlock. And then exhale, come through to the front, to the side. And then back through the front again. And reach all the way up. Good. And then exhale, release down. Let's do that again. I'll show you from the side. Inhale, reach up. Interlock. Separate your palms, arch back gently, and then we're going to sweep the arms around and forward. And then inhale from the side and rise up, interlock. Exhale from the front now, just to the height of the shoulders, and then sweep the arms to the side, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then inhale back to the front, rise up, interlock again, and then exhale. Let's release. Good, just opening the back, opening the front of the chest. Inhale again now from the side. Interlock. And then this time, exhale, lean to your right. Good, inhale, rise up. And then lean to your left with your exhale. Inhale, rise up again. Exhale, lean to your right. And then inhale again, reach and stretch, get some height. Exhale to the left. Good, now inhale one more time. Exhale to the right now. Let's hold the pose. So inhale here, and then exhale, maybe stretch a little bit more. Don't hurt yourself though. Inhale again, and exhale maybe a little bit further. Good, inhale, rise up. And then exhale, take the other side. Good, inhale, straighten the bottom arm if possible. Exhale, lower a little bit more. Squeezing the thighs together, squeezing the legs together. Inhale again, and then exhale one more time, leaning. Good, and then inhale, rise up. Reach up, and then exhale, release the arms down. Nice. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into an interlace, and we're gonna back bend. So we're gonna inhale, reach the arms up from the side. Exhale, interlock your fingers. And if you can, turn the palms down if that's available. Otherwise, you can have the palms together. Turning the palms down, wrap the shoulders back. Everybody just arch back a little bit. Good. Exhale, come standing. Inhale again, arch back. Exhale, come standing. Focus the arch on the upper back if possible. Lengthen the lower back. Inhale, let's arch back. Look up. Stay here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, let's rise back up. Release the arms, and then inhale, bring the chin down, interlock your fingers. Exhale here. Inhale, arch back. Good. Exhale, come standing. Again, lengthen the lower back. Inhale, arch back a little bit. And then exhale, come standing. And then inhale, arch back. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's rise up. And then exhale, let's release the arms all the way down. From here, we're going to bring the hands into either hold the opposite elbows or come into reverse prayer. Okay. Okay, good. From here, we're going to roll the shoulders up and back and down. Inhale, and then exhale, let's turn to the right. Come into a standing twist. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale, let's turn to the left. And then try to keep your right hip moving back in space if possible as you turn to the left. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale, let's turn to the right. Look all the way over the right shoulder. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale to the left again. Inhale back to center. Now let's hold the pose on the right. Exhale to the right. Stay here. Pressurize your pinkies or your forearms against the spine. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. Good. And then exhale to the left. Stay here. Stabilize the pelvis a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Now come back to center. From here, arch back a little bit. Inhale. Good. And then bend the knees a little bit. Exhale, come halfway down. Inhale, come up. Arch back again. Good. And then exhale, bend your knees a little bit as you come halfway down. Straighten your spine out. Good. Inhale, come up. Arch back. Gently arch back. Open the chest. Good. And then exhale, come halfway down. Good. Now from here, bring your arms out into airplane wings. Inhale, rise up, arch back. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale, arch up. Come up, arch back. And then exhale, come down halfway. And then inhale, arch up. And then exhale, come halfway down. Pause here. 3, 2, and 1. Rise all the way up. Inhale, interlock your fingers. Good, gently arch back. And we're gonna come to a forward bend now, so you can separate your feet or you can keep your feet together and fold all the way to the floor. Good, you can place your hands on the lower back or you can bring the arms out from the side, rise up, reach up, interlock. Good, gently arch back and exhale, squeeze your belly button on the way down. Fold all the way down. Okay, bring the arms up from the side, rise all the way up with a flat back, reach up, interlock your fingers again, separate the palms, gently arch back, and then exhale, let's fold down. Good, just pause here in the position. Now bend the knees a little bit, everybody, and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Let the head be the last to come up. And then interlock your fingers behind your back. Lift your chest. And then exhale, fold down. Bring the arms overhead. This time the palms are together. Good, rise up. You can arch back or not. Exhale, fold, squeeze the belly on the way down. And then rise up. Gently arch back. And then exhale, let's fold down. All right, good. And then let's come all the way up. All right, let's stand in Tadasana or Samasthavasthiti. So we're going to practice Topu Karanam and a few practices that are going to bring us awareness to the pelvic floor, known as Mula Bandha. So the activity of the pelvic floor allows us to engage a little bit deeper in our practices in order to focus and also to move more fluidly. Okay, so standing here, we're going to take the right ankle around the left. You're going to cross, and you're going to take your right thumb and index finger and hold your left ear. Yeah. And then cross your left elbow on top of your right and hold your right ear. Good. Now from here, we're going to look forward, doing the super brain practice. We're going to inhale, bend the knees, balance, and then we're going to come up. Good. Again, inhale, and then exhale, come up. Inhale, squat, exhale, come up. For 3, inhale, squat, and rise up. 4, inhale and squat, exhale, come up. We're going to do 18. Inhale, squat, exhale up for 6. Inhale, exhale, 7. Inhale and exhale, 8. Down, up, 9. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep your eyes steady. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. 1, 2, and then 3. All right, good. Let's rise up. Release your arms and release your foot. Good. And then stand with feet together. From here now, find a point to focus on. You're going to take your left foot in front of your right, like you're on a tightrope. Good. And so from here, bring attention to your pelvic floor. So sometimes it's called the perineum, or the muscles that are between the anus and the sexual organs. And we're going to just squeeze it. Okay, so balance. So we're going to inhale and lift and squeeze the pelvic floor. And then exhale, release it. Let's do that again. Inhale and lift and squeeze. So there's nothing for you to see. You have to sense into it. And then exhale, release the pelvic floor with the exhale. Good, one more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, release. All right, good. Now come back to Samastiti. Stand with the feet together. So now we're going to take what's called Ashwini Mudra, and it helps us practice connecting to the pelvic floor, known as the Mula Bandha. Okay, so we're going to inhale through both nostrils. Inhale. Good, now hold your breath, and you're going to squeeze and release your pelvic floor 5 times. So inhaling, hold, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, and release, and then exhale. We will do the same now, but we will do it after the exhale. Okay, so inhale, exhale all the way out, and hold your breath. Let's squeeze the pelvic floor and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release, and squeeze and release. All right, good. And then just relax. Now we'll do another practice. We're going to inhale, taking Agnisara. This is going to help us work with the muscles in the lower abdomen. We're going to exhale. We're going to fold halfway down. And we're going to hold the breath out. And we're going to pump our belly. Five times. Then inhale. And then exhale, stand up. All right, good. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, fold down halfway. Hold your breath out. And then lightly pump your belly. And release. That's 5 times. Good. Inhale here. And then exhale. Let's rise up. All right, one more time. So you fold down, you hold your breath, and then you just massage the organs of digestion with the abdominal muscles. Okay, let's try one more time. Inhale, exhale, fold down. Hold your breath out, pump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, stay here. And then exhale, let's rise up. All right, super, good. Let's come to the front of the mat now. So we activated the muscles of the pelvic floor and of the lower abdomen. All right, inhale, reach the arms all the way up from the side, interlock your fingers, arch back, and then exhale, let's fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale here, exhale, bend the knees, come into a low squat for Uttanasana. Good, exhale, step back to plank position. And then lower the knees or lower the whole body towards the floor. Bring the arms into prayer position over the head. And then exhale, bring the hands back, slide forward. Let's rise up into upward dog. Chin down, exhale, downward dog. Good, pressurize the heat towards the feels towards the floor. Stay here, stretch your spine. Good, hold the breath out and either jump or step your feet to your hands and come into Uttanasana. Good, inhale, stretch into Uttanasana, forward bend. Interlock your fingers, let's rise up. And then exhale, Samastiti. All right, inhale, bring your arms up from the side, interlock again. Separate the arms, arch back. And then exhale, let's float all the way down. Inhale here and exhale, let's squat. And then jump or step back. Lower down, chaturanga. Bring the arms overhead into prayer. Urdhva Namaskar, exhale. Release the hands back, slide forward, and let's rise up into upward dog. Good, exhale to down. Good, rest here for a few breaths. Coming to the Ujjayi. Create that sound at the throat. Gaze at the navel. Hold the breath out. And jump your feet forward, coming into Utkatasana. And then inhale, rise up, come into Uttanasana. And then interlock your fingers, just rise up. And then exhale, release. Okay, that's that Surya Namaskar M. Let's do 2 variations of the F. Inhale, reach your arms up from the side. Interlock, arch back, and then exhale, fold down. Inhale here, don't move. Extend and lengthen in the trunk. Exhale, bring the hips down, come into your squat. And then from here, inhale, jump or step back to plank, and then bend the knees and come into a child pose variation and bring your arms into prayer position. On the next inhale, come into your chaturanga, can be on the knees or off, and then inhale, float up and come into upward dog. And then exhale to down dog. Good, stabilize here, come to your breath again, Ujjayi.
long and smooth. The mind is connected to the breath. You remain comfortable and steady. Hold the breath out. Look towards the hands and jump your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale. And then interlock your fingers. Let's rise up. Stretch through the spine and then exhale. Release the arms down. Good. Let's do one more of that variation. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the side. Interlock. Separate your arms, arch back, and then exhale. Squeeze the belly on the way down. Uttanasana. Inhale here. And then exhale. Let's bend the knees. We'll come into Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, jump or step back to plank. And then bend the knees. Come to the child pose. Join the palms together on the inhale. And then on the full exhale, separate the hands, come forward into your low plank. And then inhale, scoop and rise up, your upward dog. And then exhale, come to the downward dog. Good. Hold the breath out and jump your feet forward. Good, massaging those joints. And then inhale, stretch the legs, fold down, Uttanasana. And then interlock your fingers, inhale, rise all the way up. And then exhale, let's release down. Good, now we're gonna come to a standing back bend. So to get there, we'll come through the Surya Namaskar. So let's go ahead and inhale one more time, rise up, interlock, arch back, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Inhale here, exhale, squat. And then inhale, we're gonna jump back to down dog or step, feet together if possible. Good, from here, step your right foot to your right thumb. Turn your left heel down and either place the hands at the waist or you can interlock your fingers and let's rise up. So bend the front knee. Good, let's straighten out the right leg, arch back. And then exhale, you're gonna sweep your arms to the side and bend the right knee. Good, Virabhadra, warrior position. Inhale, straighten the right leg, interlock. Let's arch back the upper back. And then exhale, sweep the arms forward. Come to Virabhadra. Yes, good. Inhale one more time. Straighten out the right leg. Back leg is also rooting down. Arch back. And then exhale, sweep the arms forward. Let's stay here and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Interlock your fingers. Now keep the knee bent this time. Reach up, arch back, and then exhale, come to neutral. Inhale, arch back again. Exhale, come to neutral. And then arch back again. And then exhale, bring the hands all the way down to that front foot and step back. Good, you can stay in downward facing dog, or use the option, you can come forward into plank and lower down. And rise up into Urdhva Mukha, and then exhale to down dog. Or you can just stay in downward dog. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Step your left foot up, turn your right heel down, align the heels up. So first come into that beginning warrior, that's sort of a runner's lunge. And from here, now bring your attention to your pelvic floor and lift it as you rise up. So hands can be at the waist, or you can also interlock the fingers. And as you rise up, straighten out the left leg. Good, inhale, you're gonna arch back. And then exhale, bend the left knee, sweep the arms forward. And then again, inhale, straighten the left leg, and you're gonna reach up, arch back, that's comfortable for your body. And then exhale, sweep. We're coming into that fencer stance. Good. Again, inhale, reach up, straighten out the left leg, push down under the back heel. And then exhale. Let's sweep, lift the pelvic floor, squeeze the navel in. As you breathe, stay here, lift the chest, turn the palms to the ceiling, and squeeze the shoulder blades in. 3, 2, 1. Now keep the left knee bent, just raise the arms up now, interlock, and then arch back. Good, and then exhale, just bring the trunk to neutral now, right under the hips. And then again, inhale, arch back. And then exhale over the hips. One more time. Inhale, right hip forward a little bit, arch back. And then exhale. Let's slowly bring the hands all the way down and step back. Come to downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. You can come forward and lower into chaturanga. Come up into upward dog. And then meet back in down dog. Good, let's pause here and breathe. Hold your breath out and jump or step to your hands. And then inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale. Interlock your fingers and then rise all the way up. And then exhale, release. Good. Have a breath here. Okay, so now let's turn to the center of the mat. And we're going to work on opening the chest through a standing twist. Inhale, reach the arms out. Exhale, bend the knees. Hold the breath out. And jump your feet about 2 to 3 feet apart. Good. Turn your toes out slightly. So let's first come into a classical Trikonasana. We're going to bend towards the right and extend and lengthen over the right leg. And then look up to the left. And then inhale, let's come up, lift the chest, and then exhale, wind to the left. And then inhale, let's come up. And then exhale the other right. Maybe come down a little deeper, lean back, turn and look up. And then inhale, lift Mula Bandha. So lift the pelvic floor, exhale, go to the left. Good, inhale, rise up. And then one more time to the right. Let's stay here. Come where you're comfortable and you're steady. Let your breath be long and smooth. And let your mind be connected to the breath. 3, 2, and 1. Good, let the top arm pull you up. And then exhale, smooth breath. Lift Mula Bandha, go to the left. Stay here. Watching the breath. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, let's rise up. Now from here, just turn your arms to the right. Adjust your feet so that your knees are comfortable. Good. You're going to arch back. And then exhale, come halfway down over the right leg. Good. Do that again. Inhale, come up. And let's arch back, open the front of the chest. Great. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together and come halfway down over that right leg. And then again, inhale, let's arch back, lift up. Good, and then exhale, come halfway down. And now this time, take your left hand to your right foot or past it and reach your right arm up. Coming into the parivrita. So turning, rotating. Maintain the back bend in the upper back. Let's stay here, focus on the breath. 3, 2, 1. Good. And then look down at your right foot. Inhale, come halfway up again. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then inhale, it's going to rise up. And we're going to turn towards the left. Inhale, arch back. And then exhale, come down halfway over the left leg now. Yeah, it's good. Inhale, arch up, arch back. And then exhale, squeeze the belly button, lift Mula Bandha, lift the pelvic floor. And then again, inhale, let's lift and arch. And then exhale, come over that left leg. From here, inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades in the back, and then exhale, take your right hand down outside of the foot or on the shin or on the foot. You can also use a block, but it's not necessary. Good, let's stay in the twist. Lengthen. Upper back is arching slightly. Stay here. 3, 2, 1. Now from here, inhale, rise up, stay over that left leg, come halfway. And then inhale, rise up. Good, arch back. And then exhale, come halfway down now. Inhale, come up, arch back. And then exhale, halfway down. Good, inhale, let's arch back. Good, and exhale now. Bring the hands to the ankles or the outsides of the knees and fold down. Inhale, you look up and stretch halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up and stretch halfway. And then exhale, fold. And then again, inhale, arch up, look up halfway. And then exhale, let's fold. And let's stay here, hang down. Squeeze the shoulder blades into the back. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now from here, inhale. Bring your arms either your hands to the hips, lower back, or you can come up with the arms apart. Reach the arms all the way up, interlock. Exhale, bring the hands to the shoulder height. You can heel toe your feet in a little bit. Hold your breath out and jump your feet together. Good, and then release the hands down. Okay, let's start, go back at the front of the mat. Let's go ahead and relax for a second in standing position. Okay, good. We're going to come down and practice Tadaka Mudra. Again, working with the energy of the bandhas. So from here, we're going to interlock our fingers, reach the arms up. You might want to step back a little bit. And then from here, we're going to exhale, come all the way into a toe stand. And then bring the knees forward and sit in Vajrasana. Then from here, inhale. And then exhale, bring your hips back. And scoot your feet forward. And stretch them out. Good. And then from Dandasana, everybody, in Nirlamba, we're going to inhale. And then exhale, we're going to roll all the way down onto our back. Reach the arms overhead, inhale. And then exhale, bring your arms down to the side. Now from here, we're going to bend the knees and then lengthen your lower back. And we're going to come into the pond practice. Okay, just like resting in the breath a little bit before we transition to the floor back bends. If you can, bring your feet together, otherwise hip width apart. And from here, we're going to inhale. And as you inhale, squeeze your pelvic floor. Good, and push your lower back down. And then as you exhale, release the pelvic floor. Let the back slightly lift up off the floor, lower back. And now hold your breath. Squeeze the pelvic floor again. So the breath is held out. And now push your lower back to the floor again and create a pond out of the belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now inhale, release the pelvic floor and just rest and naturally inhale. Float your belly. And then exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your pelvic floor. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Good, and then pause. Press your lower back down to the floor. Good, now release the Bandha. Exhale all the way out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now squeeze the pelvic floor and squeeze your lower belly and push your lower back down to the floor. Kind of like a pelvic tilt. Let's stay here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release. Just inhale, release the energy and all the muscles of the pelvic floor and the lower abdomen and the lower back. And then exhale nice and smooth. Let it go. Let's do one more round. We'll count. We'll hold at 10 count. So inhale, gently lift the pelvic floor, come in, lifting the Mula Bandha, lift, lift, lift. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Maybe push your lower back down. Good, so this trains you to activate and access those muscles. And now just release and exhale. Let your lower back lift off the floor. Exhale, exhale, all the way out. Now let's hold the breath out. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Squeeze your lower belly and push your lower back down to the floor. Let's hold the breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now release, inhale. So releasing Mula Bandha and what is also called Uddiyana Bandha. So the abdominal lock or binding. And then slowly release the breath out. Okay, straighten out your legs. Reach your arms all the way overhead, interlock. Exhale all the way out. Let's prepare to come up. So inhale again. Let's hold the breath, rise up. Come up to Dandasana. Good, and then inhale, bend your knees. Bring the knees forward. And then rise all the way up to standing position. Inhaling and then exhale. Okay, coming to the front of the mat, we're going to come now to our bellies, but we're going to move through the lead sequence, which we've been doing already. Okay, inhale, reach the arms up. Interlock. Arch back. And then exhale, let's float down. Inhale here. Exhale, let's squat. Good. Inhale. Hold your breath and jump or step back. Lower down, chaturanga. Just rise up into upward dog without the prayer position, and then exhale to the down dog. Good. Establish that free-flowing breath, long and smooth. The mind is on the breath. As you place your feet in the correct asana, the body in the correct. All right, good. Then from here, let's come to the plank position. And we're just going to lower all the way down to the floor. Good. And then now just rest your hands on your forehead, on your palms, on your hands, back of your hands, just for a moment. Let's go ahead and steady the breath. Okay, so let's move to some basic floor back bends. So what's important here is to accentuate the lengthening of the lower back so your frontal hip bones lift a little bit. And if you can, bring the feet together. If not, you separate them about hip distance. Okay, and then we're going to slide the elbows back and the forearms come onto the floor. Yeah. So the elbows are a little bit back behind your shoulders. Now from here, we're going to come into Makarasana, the crocodile pose. We're going to inhale and lift the chest up. Keep the forearms on the ground though. Good. And then exhale, let's release down. Inhale, let's rise up. Squeezing the muscles of the spine. And then exhale, let's release down. Keep the chin lightly tucked. We're going to inhale, let's rise up. And then now at the very end of the rising, you can look up. Strong legs. Stay here. 3, 2, 1. And then from there, lower down. Good. And then just rest. Place your hand, place your forehead on your hands. All right, good. From here, let's move now to Bhujangasana, the cobra pose in static with Vinyasa. So bring your hands back now. Hands right underneath the shoulders this time. Elbows are lifted. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring the forehead to the floor. And then inhale, let's lift up. Good. Bend the elbows slightly. And then exhale, release down. And then again, inhale, rise up from the chest. And then lift the head up towards the horizon. And then exhale, come down. Good. Let's try one more. Inhale, let's lift. Stay here and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And slowly release down. And then rest your forehead on your forearms or the backs of the hands. Okay, let's do shavasana now, the locust pose. We'll do a variation here. So we're going to bring the arms out in front. Stretch your arms forward. And then from there, bring your left hand back and make a little fist and allow it to be the left side of the hips. Good. And then from here, let's inhale. Let's raise the right arm up. Lift up. Good. And then exhale, come down. Let's do that again. Inhale, raise the right arm up. And then exhale down. And raise the right arm up. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release. And then bring your left arm forward and bring your right arm back. Make that little fist. The thumb points down. Let's do the other side. Inhale. Lift the left arm up and the chest. Good. Right. Lower down. And then inhale, rise up. And then lower down. And then inhale, rise up. And let's stay here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower. And now bring your right arm forward. Have both arms lifted. Lengthen the lower back. And then inhale, let's raise both arms up. Come up. 1, and then lower. 2, rise up. And lower. And 3, rise up. It doesn't matter if you don't come up very much. Just a little bit is okay. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend the elbows and then rest your forehead on your forearms or your head. And rest. Okay, one more prone back bend today. Now from here, bring your hands into the cobra pose. And then from there, we're going to rise up, inhale, bend the knees, exhale. Good. Inhale, straighten the knees, and exhale, release down. Let's try that again. Inhale, come into the cobra, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees. Good. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, lower. Try that one more time. Lengthen the lower back. Inhale, coil and lift. Good. Exhale, maybe bend the knees. Inhale, straighten. And then exhale, release. Good. Rest. Okay. Last one. Inhale, bend both knees, lift the chest. And if you can, reach back and hold your ankles. If you cannot hold your ankle, that's okay. You can just practice what we did just earlier in the cobra variation. Otherwise, hold the ankles. We're going to inhale this, lift the chest now. Push the feet into the hands. Press the shoulder blades into the back. Good. And then lower down, rest. Now from here, inhale, lift the chest. Lengthen the tailbone. Now lift the legs up. Good. And then exhale, lower down. And now from here, lift the legs up first. Forehead to the floor. Exhale. And then inhale, lift the chest. Let's come into Dhanurasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Rest your forehead on your forearms. Take a breath. All right, good. Let's transition now to Sasangasana, to rabbit pose. Bring the hands to the sides of the chest. You're going to lift up like you're going to go into child pose. Walk your knees forward. Sit on your heels like in Vajrasana. Bring your hands back to the heels. And now we're going to just dive down. Bring the forehead to the throat. I'm sorry, bring the chin to the throat and the forehead to the knees. Then lift the hips up and stretch the spine. Hands are on the heels. Chin to the throat tucked. Then stay here to gently counterpose into another back bend. Let's breathe Ujjayi here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come down. Open the knees a little wider and bring the arms forward. Rest in child pose for a few breaths. Good. And inhale, let's come up. And either walk or step your feet into the squat position. Good. And then stretch your legs forward. And now we're going to just last couple pose, we'll do our shoulder stand and Viparita Karani. So we're going to lie down, roll back. Bring your legs up. Lift the hips. Bend the knees lightly. Get into Viparita Karani first. Holding the weight of your body in your hands at the hips. Good. Let your joints relax. Hang in space. Good. Now from here, start to walk your hands slowly down your back. Bring your elbows together. Draw the shoulders under the back. And then stretch the legs up into shoulder stand. Let your eyes be at either your heart or your toes. Good. So if you're new to shoulder stand, just practice elevating the body up. You can squeeze your hips or squeeze the buttocks. Let the legs relax after they've firmed up. Good. Those of you experienced in this position, let's do a variation. We're going to bend the right knee into the chest, into the forehead. And then exhale up. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee to the forehead. And then inhale up. Good. And then exhale, both knees to the forehead. and then inhale up. Good. Now from here, reestablish. And then slowly bring the feet overhead. We're going to come into halasana position. If you need support for halasana, you can be against a wall. You can also rest your feet on the seat of a chair. Okay, then from there, if you feel comfortable, you can stretch your hands to your feet and then roll down. Bend the knees and rest. So one counter pose for shoulder stand is Urdhva Dhanurasana, so it's a full wheel position. I recommend those of us who don't have experience of this is to practice the bridge pose or Dvipadapitam. So bring the feet together, arms alongside of the hips, and just lift the hips up. Otherwise, those of you with the experience of moving into Chakrasana or Dhanurasana, Urdhva Dhanurasana, you're going to either bring the feet together or separate your feet hip distance. Reach the arms overhead, bend the elbows, place the palms next to your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then as you inhale, lift the hips up. And then as you exhale, you're going to straighten the elbows and you're going to lift and press the feet and come up into Chakrasana. Press your chest in between the arms. Now, if you're not in Chakrasana, you're practicing the bridge or Dvipadapitam, going up and down a few times and releasing the spine. Good, we'll just do one of these. Stay here and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Slowly curl your chin into the throat and lower the body down. Good, and then bring your knees into your chest, just cross your ankles, and rest in Pavanmuktasana variation. When your breath is sort of neutralized and you feel that you've ironed your spine out, let's release the legs on the floor and let's come into shavasana. Separate your legs about a little wider than the hips. Place your hands facing the ceiling. Tuck your shoulders down and the shoulder blades in. So shavasana, you can turn your head to one side or you can keep the head straight up to the ceiling. So find your position. And let's go ahead and just rest here for a few moments as we rekindle our energy. We tap into the prana life force energy, the prana shakti. So through asana, we've reduced rajas. So we've reduced maybe an overactivity of the mind or restlessness. We can feel now the body is comfortable and still, hopefully. Feels that it can tap into a relaxed state. Good, and as you lay here, focus again on the abdomen. So inhaling, allow the abdomen to expand. The exhale, allow the abdomen to contract. Feel that light contraction aided by the gravity. Notice if you're holding any tension, maybe in the legs, and maybe in the chest, maybe in the back body. Notice if you're holding any tension in the neck, throat, or the jaw, your tongue. Just scan the body for any tension you may be having unconsciously and shine it into the light of awareness and bring your will to exhale into that and release the tension, release that muscular energy. Just let all the muscles lose their tone, become soft. And now allow your breath to just be like the coming of a wave on the shore, rising up on the shore and then retracting back on the shore. And your breath is just flowing and breathing you, and almost you are not even there. It's just the ocean of breath. Consider that. Okay, let's gently begin our transition. So from here on the inhale, feel the breath entering the body. Hold the breath at the top. Bring your legs together now. And then exhale. Allow the breath come out. Squeeze the belly in. And then lift your pelvic floor and squeeze both the Uddiyana and Mula Bandha at the end of the exhale. Good. Now release that inhale. Reach the arms overhead. Interlock your fingers. And then hold the breath and squeeze the pelvic floor up. And then exhale, release the pelvic floor, release the arms down. And let's bring both knees into the chest. Good. Coming to Upanasana. And then from there, we're going to inhale. And then exhale, let's roll all the way up. And let's come up to seated position. So let's come into a comfortable cross-legged position. We'll close the practice with some pranayama, just quickly. So let's practice Kapalabhati. We'll just do 3 rounds of 36. Okay, so inhale and then begin. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now inhale and lift your pelvic floor up. Bring your chin down now for another bandha, Jalandhara bandha, the water lock. So we're trying to keep the flow of energy from going down and keeping it up. Squeeze the pelvic floor and chin in. Let's hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift the chin and slowly exhale and release the pelvic floor as you release the breath out. Good. We'll do that again, but just inhale 1 long breath and exhale another long breath. Now we'll do Mula Bandha at both ends of the inhale and the exhale. So let's take Kapalabhati again. So inhale and begin the round of 36. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now hold the breath. Squeeze the Mula Bandha here. Belly comes in too for the Uddiyana Bandha. Now release all that the retention of the muscles, and then inhale all the way up. Hold your breath. Tuck your chin down and lift your pelvic floor. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way out. Release the pelvic floor. Lift your chin. Lift your head up.
Good. And then hold the breath at the end and just squeeze the pelvic floor just for 1 and 2. And now inhale all the way up. And then exhale all the way out, nice and long. Okay, we'll do one more round of Kapalabhati with bandhas and kumbhakas. So we're holding the breath. We're also lifting the pelvic floor, and we're also squeezing the lower abdomen, and we're bringing the chin in for the 3 bandhas, Jalandhara, Uddiyana, and Mula. Okay, so let's do one more round. Inhale. And let's begin our pumping. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze the belly in. Squeeze also the pelvic floor up. Now release the pelvic floor. Inhale. Hold the breath. Drop your chin down. Squeeze the pelvic floor and squeeze the lower abdomen lightly. Good. Stay here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift the chin. Exhale all the way out. Slowly, 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 slowly. Releasing the Mula Bandha. Now hold your breath at the end and squeeze the belly in and squeeze the pelvic floor in. Hold your breath. 1 and 2. Good. And let's release. And then inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, release the arms down. Just nice long breath. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart now. Good. So we'll close our practice with Om Shanti, and then I will do a closing mantra, allowing us to be clear in our minds, to understand truth, and to benefit our health. So let's inhale Om Shanti 3 times, everybody. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Asato ma sadgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amrutam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's rub the palms together now. Create warmth in the palms. And then lovingly and gently place those palms over the face. Have an inhale. Exhale, place your fingertips over your eye sockets. And then inhale, open your eyes, bring your hands out into the room. Focus your loving gaze on your palms, resting quietly. Again, you can chant Om, you can chant any prayer into your palms, any affirmation, any words of wisdom. And then from there, inhale. And then exhale, join the palms together. Namaste again. Fold down towards the earth. And then rise back up again.